Ahoy, ahoy. How are we doing today, fellas? A bit later than usual, but that's because I was pretty tired and really didn't want to roll out of bed for a good bit. That's okay, you know. I pushed myself pretty hard, so you need to rest when you push yourself hard. Even contemplating taking today as a day off, but decided against it. Things are getting pretty hectic. I have a good bit of work to do. Monday is the apex of, I would say, the semester, just because there's a lot of stuff condensed in the first half. There's a lot of stuff condensed into the first half, so that's why I've been extremely busy, because it's also included things like paperwork and all that stuff for putting on an art show. And that needs to be all done by Monday. But after Monday, it should be a bit more easygoing, because it's mostly going to be just the actual work, and that can be paced out over the next 2 months quite reasonably. So, tough start, but it seems like I'll have a break. I'll be able to breathe a bit easier. So today's core, again, similar as yesterday. It'll be less intensive. A warm up, and then I'll move on to weight. It's less about, this one, the last 2 days were less about general muscle building and more about maintenance, or overall muscle building and more general maintenance. Man, I'm so tired. Another thing, because I don't necessarily, something according to my understanding is that if you really want the abs, you need to try to also work away the fat that naturally exists on the stomach and whittle that down as much as you can. as you define and tone the muscles. But I don't want to do that. So extreme muscle growth and definition won't really help with that. It just instead pushes on the fat that's there, making me look actually a bit more bloated. Whether that's true or not, I'm not entirely sure. But that's a reason why I won't actually be drinking creatine today. Because frankly, I don't really feel like it as well. And I'd rather save it for a more demanding muscle group. Because, you know, core gets worked all the time. I have a pretty good core. I don't really need the bulging muscles of the core. I don't really need bulging muscles of anything. No one does. But I want them. Plus, that's just so much more pleasant. God, I love milk. My first time playing through Skyrim, I was so confused hearing people call each other milk drinkers, and I'm just thinking, yeah, but milk's tasty. What's the problem? I love milk. Good and good for you. I should slow down. Hunter told me in the comments of shoulders when I was doing shrugs that for the weight I was at, I was going too fast, and to hold it for a second. Too many reps and going too fast, kind of diminishing returns. So, and keeping that in mind, perhaps I should slow down with all of my workouts, just because in yesterday's video with upper back, someone else said that I was swinging too much. And that is something to look out for. You don't want to let the momentum do the workout. You want you to do the workout. Workout's easy with momentum. That's why you try not to swing instead of that gets momentum. It makes it easier. So I'm thinking I should do something similar for sit-ups here. These weighted sit-ups. Have I noticeably lower energy? I feel like it. Take a fish oil while I'm there. I feel lower energy. And milk is nice though. Oh. Good for hydrating too, since whole milk is something like 70% water, and the rest is a solution of a bunch of different macros and micros. A good chunk of them are electrolytes, so it actually is pretty good for hydrating as well. Was that 6 or 7? I'll say it was 6. Just taking that extra second down there to hold it, I can feel the difference. Whew. I'm also trying to be careful not to drink too much as I'm working out. I don't want to fill my stomach up too much and then work the stomach, because that can make me nauseous. It's also why on core day I don't eat breakfast before I work out. I mean, I never eat breakfast before I work out. Maybe I'll have some oatmeal, but usually not much, especially if I don't have time to digest it. Let it get going. Can make the workout more difficult though. Because you need energy, you need calories to burn. So if you're burning calories on a deficit, well, that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's when you start going into your energy reserves, your fat. But also, it's not the most pleasant thing. Spring break's also coming up soon. That'll be nice. I'll still probably be using it to get work done, but that'll be other work, supplementary work, like in my history class or my Italian class. Spring cleaning, I was going to clean up my space at school, as well as my room and the apartment. And probably bake some bread with Grace. That'll be fun. She needs to get her loaf pan though. I got her a beautiful little cast iron loaf pan that we used to make one thing of bread once. Came out fantastically. It was a nice brioche. It was very buttery, very rich. But she keeps forgetting it at her home, back home, not down here at school. Even when she went back last weekend, she forgot it. So we haven't been able to make bread. And also I've been busy, and she wants to do it with me, not just because, we get to spend time together and it's cute, but also because she doesn't want to knead the dough for the 30 some odd minutes that it takes to get a nice gluten development. Because she works out a good bit, but she works out mostly lower body. She does not like working arms. So she gets tired pretty easily just from kneading dough. And I tell her, you need to work out everything. Even I work out legs by walking upstairs. As I think about it, I haven't shown any leg workouts on this channel. I don't know if I'll change that. I don't really care for them, because I always end up injuring myself. I'm not joking either. I only recently recovered from squatting. Otherwise, I've started out doing a good bit more core, some lower back. Alright, and that was the last one. Again, not the most intense workout today, but more maintenance. Now I got some running around to do and some work to get done. So I hope you have a better day than I. Thank you for joining me, and have a good one.